Worker finds something moving in a heap of trash just seconds before it is crushed. Before dumping the trash into the garbage machine at the Gorkumhas Utility Center in Russia, each bag undergoes a metal check. This process ensures that there are no issues when the garbage is crushed inside the machine. However, on December 21st, 2020, a center employee named Mikhail Tukash made a startling discovery. Inside one of the garbage bags, he found something still alive. If Tukash hadn't noticed the seemingly lifeless pile of trash, it would have been crushed along with the rest of the garbage brought to his work site daily. His quick thinking and swift action prevented a potentially different outcome for his employers. Trash collectors around the world know that most times they have a pretty thankless job. Not only are they dealing with the waste items of strangers, but they also have to make sure that nothing gets into the trash that shouldn't, which might be harder than it sounds. If you've ever encountered a trash collector, you'll know that they have to stop at dozens, if not hundreds, of houses each day to collect a week's worth of garbage. To do so, the trash collectors simply don't have time to check each and every bag to make sure there's nothing strange lurking inside. Most people throw away leftovers and things they don't need anymore, but sometimes trash collectors find strange stuff like brand new items or old family treasures that could have been donated. But for one trash collector in Russia, what he found really made him sad. Mikhail Tukash's job is to sort through trash to make sure nothing damages the company's machines. One snowy day in December, Tukash was working as usual when he noticed a bag of trash moving. He didn't want to get scared, so he checked it carefully. When he opened the bag, he was shocked to find something alive inside. Tukash's job isn't glamorous. He doesn't work in a fancy office. Instead, he goes to the Gorkumhas Utility Center in the Zavalsky district of Russia on December 21, 2020. Tukash was doing his usual routine, but he had no clue this day would be different. Trash management isn't just about tossing garbage into a landfill. Before it gets there, it goes through a process at the utility center. First, garbage trucks bring trash from all over the city. Then, workers like Tukash cut open bags and check for anything harmful. If they find metal or anything else dangerous, they take it out before it goes into the garbage machine. But one bag caught Tukash's attention for a special reason. Generally, the workers have no idea what they're going to find when they rip open a garbage bag. The only thing they know for sure is that they're stinky, which is why they prefer to wear masks when doing this part of the job. But one thing Tukash never considered he'd be doing at work that day was rescuing a life. As the conveyor belt brought in a new batch of garbage, Tukash and his fellow workers got to work right away. But when he picked up one white garbage bag, he had no idea that there was something lurking inside. It hadn't moved. It hadn't made a sound. So Tukash didn't realize that there was a living, breathing thing inside the latest bag he had grabbed. But when he cut the bag open, everyone turned and looked to see what had come out of Tukash's bag. Tukash and his fellow workers were in a state of shock because inside one of the bags was a cat. Had he used one of his 9 lives to survive? Probably not. But he got pretty close to losing one when Tukash had to cut the bag open. Fortunately, the feline wasn't hurt. But how did it get inside the garbage bag? It was a gorgeous cat with black and white fur. The workers were so surprised by the discovery that they stopped the belt line and took a moment to reflect on what they had just discovered. I felt something soft inside the bag, Tukash explained to the tabloid Moskovsky Komsomolets. I cut the bag open slightly, and I saw eyes looking back at me. Once the initial shock had passed, he felt like he wanted to cry. Why would someone do this to a cat? He thought to himself. Since the employees knew that they were being filmed by the company's cameras, one of Tukash's coworkers pointed at him and the newfound cat that had popped into all their lives. But was the little creature okay after its journey to the waste management site? There didn't seem to be any signs of injuries on the cat, and there weren't any indications that he was malnourished. This confused the workers a great deal. Happy, healthy cats that have good homes don't often jump into garbage bags. But what was this cat's deal anyway? Tukash and the other workers didn't want to leave anything to chance. So they took the cat to a veterinarian to get it checked out, and what they discovered there confirmed what they already knew. This kitty was one lucky son of a gun. But how he got in the bag was no accident. The more and more they thought about it, the more Tukash and his coworkers realized that someone had tossed a healthy cat inside a garbage bag and then dumped it. But would they be able to find the person responsible? There are no words to describe anyone who would toss a living animal in the garbage like this. And as far as Tash was concerned, this was a symptom of a growing number of people who are nothing more than garbage themselves. But who did this, and why? Finding the cat's original owner was going to be impossible. It wasn't like he had a collar with his human's personal information on it. Regardless of who the guilty party was, it seemed like this person was heartless. But at least the cat was safe for now, and he was destined to become a VIP around the world. The original owners might have forgotten about their cat, but the workers at Gorkhamas and the officials at the Elanis Julianos region did not. They considered the feline to be a Christmas miracle as they found him days before the holiday. But that's not all the praise that this lucky cat received. The cat was given the prestigious honor of becoming the Deputy Minister of the Animal Protection Department by the Nature and Cyclical Economy Ministry of Ulanovsk region. But would his new role come with a name for this anonymous feline? The cat was a deputy minister without a name, and as of this post, it still doesn't have one. But they plan on throwing a cat naming contest in the near future. The ministry also hadn't revealed what his duties are going to be either, but it's a safe bet that one of the responsibilities includes staying cute. And he's not the only one in this situation who got praise. Tash was the one who found the cat, so obviously, he was given recognition for saving the feline. His reward was an added bonus to his pay, which undoubtedly came in handy because of the holiday season. Meanwhile, the cat quickly earned celebrity status. Footage of the cat's miraculous rescue was aired on television news outlets and on social media. This quickly turned the cat into a local celebrity as hearts melted all over the adorable creature who nearly met his demise in the cruelest way possible. The cat was on the brink of death, explained the ministry on Wednesday, December 23, 2020. A little longer, and it would have ended up in the trash separator, they added. But this wasn't an isolated incident. This was not the first time that a pet was rescued from the clutches of a trash separator. According to Moscow's local television, there have been others, including an African hedgehog named Vizunka, which is Russian for lucky. Golnura Rakhmatalina, the environment minister, had this to say to the people of her country. I want to appeal to pet owners. Remember that you are responsible for those you have tamed. If you can't keep your pet at home, you can always leave it in good hands or at a shelter. Cats sometimes find their ways into storage spaces like laundry hampers and cardboard boxes, but not many cats find themselves in a closed trash bin with no way to escape. But that's exactly what happened to one unfortunate kitten who did not get there by accident. After hidden camera footage of a woman throwing a cat into a garbage bin was noticed by the camera's operator, there was a serious inquiry into the cat's well-being and the woman's whereabouts. Endangering an animal is a serious crime, and doing so intentionally could land anyone years in jail. It was obvious that this woman knew exactly what she was doing, and there was no practical reason in sight to harshly throw this cat away. A better option would have been to call animal control, who can safely capture a stray animal. But the journey of this cat wouldn't be so simple. When a cat is thrown in the garbage, it may not be noticed by trash collectors, who simply make sure all of the garbage in a bin is put onto a truck to be further sorted and then disposed of in a landfill or incinerator. That's why it's so dangerous to let animals in trash bins, as some trash sorters soon find out. By the time this kitten reached the trash sorting facility, it had been on a harrowing journey. Its fur had been mangled by the tumbling trash around it, and its face was coated in a sticky substance that limited its ability to breathe. It almost was unrecognizable as a cat, which is why it nearly went unnoticed by the workers at the facility. Some of the workers who noticed the cat almost didn't believe that it was a real living and breathing creature, but once the substance was wiped away from its face, it was clear that the cat needed some serious help getting out of its current predicament, which was exactly what the crew at the trash sorting facility was about to do. The cat got all tangled up in plastic bags, making it hard for it to move. It was in a similar situation to the cat from Russia and was saved from being crushed in a New Jersey recycling plant. But this cat was even harder to spot because it was inside a backpack. The Burlington County Recycling Center found the cat buried under tons of garbage after spending a cold night outside. A worker named Barry Donaldson saw the cat moving and stopped the conveyor belt just before it could have been crushed. Donaldson remembered, I looked closely and saw they were moving. I thought, there's something in this bag. Another worker remembered hearing the crushing machine getting closer, which would have been terrible. Donaldson said, then they poked their head out and meowed. That's when I knew they were alive and okay. The cat was later adopted by one of the workers and named Precious. The worker said, "As soon as I saw her, I knew I had to have her.